Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we're in the game. We're following frags at the start. He gets that rocket launcher by the yellow and it's going to eliminate Vime straight away. But there's the avenging kill from ZLC. Big palms off that lovely, juicy rocket launcher to his teammate Nightops. Seems like a pretty evenly split set of spawns for both teams in terms of items.
Yeah, the weapons, Rail and Lightning Gun have been split. I think Red and Yellow split as well. Yep, it was, so even start.
Wow,
that
what an early
quad.
The earliest he could be, 31 seconds in, and Dash was sitting there waiting for it, surrounded by Czech players, but he managed to grab that one, grab the frag before he was eliminated. So it was lucky really that Dash had the mind to go there, because the Czechs were all there. As we say, I mean, the quad can be very important in the whole play of the map. We've seen the way to play this map, though, isn't necessarily to get the quad. We saw that from Deliberate Murder the other day. They just dominated the whole map, didn't worry too much about setting up the quad. Just got all the weapons and items when the other team had the quad, and just took advantage of that.
Yeah, they weren't willing to overcommit to the quad, and, you know, the end result be that they risked their entire team being killed. You know, we sometimes see that you attack quad at the wrong time, or you try to force an attack you perhaps shouldn't. It can spell the end of every player on your team.
Look at this
and this is exactly like we saw from Immortal the other day. Gets to red, pushes straight to this important lightning gun area. He secures it for a teammate, which is even better. Spread the lightning guns around.
Yeah, maybe pushed a little bit too far, because he's going to lose out on the red now. Being pushed away from that, got spawned in behind. The rest of his team is over at the mega side. He's got a few seconds until it spawns. Actually, might be able to get in here. Actually, that worked out all right. His teammate did manage to grab the red, so
worked out brilliantly in the end.
Yeah, that was just perfect timing by Chrissa. He knows a lot more about TDM than us. And he's still going to continue this. I mean, this is exactly the type of play that wins maps. And we see the Czechs, I mean, just grouping together there, making sure they secured that rail. Probably try and move to the quad now and make sure they secure that one. Chris has missed out on picking up the red, but teammate did manage to grab it. A couple of shards, puts it up to 10. I think Detor's the guy with the red. He goes in first, takes a lot of damage, but he drew out the ambush. And look at the frags they're picking up here.
Brilliant attack. Couldn't have gone better.
Worked out so well. Chris is going to have to grab this quad though, because they're under a little bit of pressure there. He wasn't too stacked for it, 29 health.
That rail.
Happy he got the rail.
Oh no, in the back though.
By Super Railer Dash in 100% at the moment. Of course, he was up in the 80s on the previous map.
I can only imagine that Dash was probably there the whole time, but not stood there with the rail out, so there wouldn't have been that giveaway hum for Chrissa to react to.
Pretty unfortunate for Chrissa, who was looking like he was going to get in a very good position to get a good quad running, pick up some frags, take control of key areas.
Impressive.
Dash has picked up where he left off on Hidden Fortress. He's still hitting brilliant rails. Although I kind of put the commentator's curse on, didn't I?
Yeah. Typical Vor, just bad luck. That's just you personally, Vor.
Well, it was 100% until I said that.
See Detor going aggressive, had a teammate behind, but look how many action players are in the LG area, all four securing this lightning gun. That's
well, they're aware of how important it is. The weapons on this map are so important to control. Perhaps more so than a lot of other TDM maps.
Yeah, just the way it works out, the split between the rail and the lightning gun, between either side of the map and from each other. It just, I don't know, it just works out that those items seem so vitally important, especially with the ranges you have on this map. There's only small points where rockets and plasma and shotgun are going to be effective, whereas a lot of it's very open ranged areas. A lot more effective to be railing Vime and time that one perfectly, and the Czechs obviously have no clue when the rail time is up.
No, that's a dangerous position to find yourself in. Rail obviously so crucial, and to be totally in the dark on when it spawns is not a good thing to be.
Well, they do have a rail of their own. Did hit Vime with that first shot. He's standing out waiting for this quad. I don't know if he's the best guy, but presumably he is. It seemed like none of them were particularly stacked for it.
No,
but
it's good that he's
it.
decisive to just take it and get going.
Decided to go for a rail run. Ignores the shotgun even on the floor. This is a very confident play from Vime here. Picking up a frags there. Oh my
Wow.
god, that's brilliant play.
Brilliant
Impressive.
switch.
And then picking up one just after it ended. 3 frags on that run across the whole swathe of the map, and they've really closed in the gap now. It's only a 2-frag game. 60% rail for Viam as well, and when he's on Song, I mean, he can just deal out so much damage. Saw it on Hidden Fortress, in fact.
Yeah, his damage output when he's playing well is immense. It's amongst the best in the game.
So still following Viam. 50 seconds till the quad, so he's not going to be waiting around this quad area for the quad. Oh, that's just perfect bit of LG.
Yeah, and they continue to control that rail, which is, as we say, vital.
Oh, look at his aim is so exceptional. His surge with some of his shots. 35 seconds before the quad. He might even want to stick around here. Has lost his armor stack though. Whoa! Don't know how that rail shot didn't miss.
Teams are tied.
Didn't hit. Chris, maybe wisely, is calling a timeout. This could be a good opportunity for them to call a timeout. Let's have a look at some of the stats across the board.
Yeah, I mean, this game has changed. They were 10 to 15 frags ahead, and you know, it's a tied game now, so their good start has been undone.
He isn't talking for 2 minutes. Lost his connection, maybe one of their players.
Prepare to
Anyway,
fight.
we're going to time in.
3, 2.
Tied game at the moment. Basically couldn't be any closer than this.
Exactly what we wanted.
Teams are tied. Red leads.
Viam the exceptional performer in terms of stats at the moment, and from what we've seen, 10 seconds to go until the next quad damage spawns. Taking out Chris, a key man to probably frag there. Oh, almost gets caught. He does, in fact, by frags. Supporting rail, and that is brilliant work by frags. Yeah, excellent play, waiting for Chrissa. Reacted quickly. Some players would have just jumped for that.
Yeah, Chrissa, a fresh spawn, fresh health. They can give him that lightning gun and could bring them back into a good lead. But it looks like it's not going to be the kind of quad run where he can just charge around the map.
2 frags straight away there.
Kind of surprised there. It was kind of too easy. They gave those frags away to him, really. Or at least the Dash did.
Wow, caught around the corner by ZLC's heavy shotgun there. He ties up the game instantly, and they haven't really got much of an advantage from that quad, as you say.
And nothing's got in their favour there at all. In fact, aCtion, I think, will find themselves in a better position. ZLC, he has the guns to be able to defend, but Red has a teammate supporting as well, and once he has that Red, you can be pretty sure where he's going to start heading.
Yeah. Very itchy to get going. He's going to dive down.
Well, they're going to continue their rail control. I thought he might head out to the lightning gun, but...
Well, I think it's like 50-50 thing anyway, and there's 2...
Well, either's a good choice, yeah.
2 players down there. He's doing a hell of a lot of damage to them. Decides to back off at the right opportunity, I think.
They've got so many players there that it's possibly been a 3LG pickup for aCtion, even though ZLC didn't have to go there himself.
Yeah, well, works out relatively well for them, although he can't really do too much more at the moment. 5 seconds to go before Mega. He might be in a good position with that. He's countered quickly by Detour. Diving around that corner with the shotgun. It looks like they have the time on that Mega. 25 seconds before the quad as well. It looks like it's going to be both teams making their way towards the quad. Oh, excellent dodging by Detour. Beautiful bit of plasma play as well. Viam did eventually eliminate him on the play. Viam doing an excellent job of spamming this entrance, causing Chris all kinds of trouble. Viam is on fire today. Look at that, and ZLC can't dodge the rockets. Viam's still there, getting the frags. I think he got a spawn actually right by it, but
yeah, he did.
He's having an amazing round.
It is, and he's the big difference between these two teams at the moment. I mean, Chrissa is doing more damage than him, but Viam is sitting there on a 22 net. That is mightily impressive.
Yeah, the rest of his team are not doing too well at all. I mean, Dash minus 18 net, only 2.9k damage. He needs a bit of a higher damage output.
Teams are
He's probably
tied.
playing the railgun position, and we've seen the Czechs go for that rail in multiple numbers, so he might be having a bit of trouble there. Viam he's just cruising around this red, no trouble at all.
He can do no wrong at the moment. Everything works. Even spam rockets are finding their mark.
You kind of think, like, so if it's so easy for him, what's the rest of his team doing? Are they just running 3 on 4? I mean, might be better to...
Well, the rest of his team, I mean, ZLC is doing more damage than Viam, so possibly find that he's setting up a lot of these kills for Viam. You know, it's a team game after all.
Does Viam need to move out from red a little bit more, though, and push on the yellow, support his team a little bit more, maybe? Wow, Chris has really got the bad end of the stick there, landing on the jump pad. Wow, against Viam's LG. It's too much, 37% again. I mean, bearing in mind, sort of, the minimum level you're already hitting with a lightning gun is probably about 30%. 35 at the upper level is usually what we expect. So 37 is already above that, and we sort of hit 41 on the previous map, which is really like superstar standard. Look at that rocket across the map. Gets pretty unfortunate though. Nice pummel by Detour, and he's in position for this quad. He decides to drop down though. Interesting choice, and he's put himself well out of position there. ZLC comes in behind. He's going to reward himself with this quad to see what he can do. Can they extend this score into a position where it's going to make it difficult for the Czechs to come back? Second frag on this one, might get a third here. Oh, the plasma, so much damage. There's the 50. No spawn in front of him either. He must, his heart must have been beating.
Right.
He gets spawned on.
Hummingbird's worried about that sort of thing.
Umbrella. This is a great run. 6 frags on that quad run. We kind of think, like, on this map, it's so easy to avoid the quad effectively. That's a massive amount of frags.
But he kept coming across people who were caught up in fighting his teammates, and you know, he's accurate enough to punish his opponents for, you know, doing that.
What you're saying there, effectively, a quad run isn't just about the individual, it's about the team as a whole.
Yep. Teammates, no doubt, would have been telling him where to find people, and you know, they're fighting the Czechs, and they're just waiting for ZLC to come and mop them up.
Something that happens perhaps in the lower levels of the game is that players get a quad and then the rest of the team just go, alright, the quad's going to do it, or we'll just run away and die. Look at this Detour, very nice rocket play.
Yeah, hit rockets, but what he wanted though, obviously, was to try and keep that LG area out of the hands of aCtion, but as good as the rockets were, there was no way he could follow up on those with his low health.
Yeah, without a weapon now, he could be in a dangerous position. The red is just easily up for him. Doesn't get caught out by the rail. That's actually a nice dodge as he dropped down very quickly.
It is, but you saw that the railer didn't move away, you know, after he missed his shot, because, you know, when he got a machine gun firing at you, you know that, well, that's all he's got probably.
Wow, he's used up all his rockets straight away, and he had a red armor to his name, and he's just been eliminated, in fact, by his own teammate on this occasion. Look, 2 railers in there. Wow, this is not going to go well for the Czechs.
Yeah, that was bad defense, I think, more so than, you know, aCtion obviously hit some shots coming in, but when you're all coming in the same doorway, you expect to defend easier than that.
Come out of this very well. ZLC with the quad shotgun in hand. Has a railgun as well, and the red armor just sitting on its spot. Thank you very much. Munches that one up. Oh! Almost caught out by Chris with the rockets, and
oh wow! I thought that was going to be 2 kills there with that one round.
ZLC going to do another big quad run here.
Yep, it's really looking to just seal this victory out. You know, they've got the momentum at the moment. 2 quads in a row with, you know, good results. That leaves them, what, 26 frags ahead. It's a nice margin to have. You know, this is often a map where between 2 even teams, you know, you don't get margins like this.
There's only a couple of quad cycles ago that was basically a tied game, so it's been a quick turnaround from aCtion, and we saw that actually on the previous map where they suddenly just built out a big difference, then kept it, and then later on expanded it further rapidly again. So it's not looking too great for the Czechs at the moment, especially if this kind of thing happens. Night was running across to their side of the map, taking out 2 of their key players who had weapons, and
great support from his teammates there as well.
Just being mauled at the moment. Wow.
This is similar to what we see from a team like Deliberate Murder, where, you know, they start to push out into this lightning gun mega yellow area, and They don't just let one person do it. Once it's a successful push, they'll support that player. And that's what happened there with Nightops.
Just that type of map, isn't it? Somehow that once you get that opportunity, you need to take it. You need to rush out and dominate the whole map.
It looks like they've set quad up, you know, not that early, but they have set it up for checks, but they're going to have to fend this attack off because I think they have more than enough resources to make a good attack here.
I think they were just left to it, if anything. Wow, Nightops making a quite big deal of that frag. Let's put him back, actually. They're going to miss out on the quad as a result.
He has to be careful, though, Detour, because Nightops will still be in position to hit the rail, and he does.
Whoa, what's he doing? He just runs straight into the doorway, and Nightops punishes him.
Yeah.
I think
Good
once you
play
take
for
that rail
Nightops.
shot, you have to like just say, alright, fair enough, he hit me with the rail, I'll just quit and just run off and try and health up.
Yeah, there's no doubt that he could have escaped low. I mean, he could have found someone waiting down there for him as well, but better than just jumping straight into another rail.
Yeah. Nightops, the hero of the day there for the moment, though. 2 quads remain on this map, and the Czechs pretty much going to have to, again, as we saw in the previous map, they require quad runs to win this now. This is the deciding map
Fragments
as well.
should not have given away that rail like that.
Nightops we see just cruise around this mega area. We saw it prior to the quad as well. There's all sorts of problems for the Czech team, who I'm going to presume don't have the red either. Oh, Nightops, look at the position he's in now. Has he escaped that? What?
Unbelievable.
That Czech would not like to watch that on the replay.
Man, it's a bad sign when Nightops is able to just be able to do that. He was in that mega area for so long before they were able to do anything about him.
Switch around on ZLC's point of view. He's in this rail basement now, just raining across that position. Oh my god, that's a great combo kill, grenade and rail finish. And now he's just going to try and block off for this penultimate quad. And they've got good weaponry to defend it. Dash. 8, impressive there. 9. Wow, look at that. Israel again dominating the map. 9 seconds to go. We're going to make a rush for it. Christoph, the spawn, takes a heavy rocket. He hasn't got too much health. He does kill the guy who's waiting on the quad, though. He's still up in the air. Who's going to grab this one? And it is in Detour's hand. Look at this. Straight away, 2 rail frags. Just keep running with the rail. Let's get those rail frags. Come on.
Well, he needs some more frags on this run. This game isn't completely over yet, but it's going to take more frags than he's made so far to bring them back into this.
The difficulty about this is if you can make a certain route choice, then you lock yourself up from getting to the other side of the map very quickly on quad runs.
It would have been a real bonus if he could hit that rail. Dash stuck around. That gives away a lightning gun to his teammate.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dash misread that. I mean, it is a pretty quick jump across using the bounce pad to that area. He should have probably read that. Fine, shooting a body there. Traditional way of upping your damage was fixed in a patch though, so not much point doing that and wasting ammo anymore. In fact, we've seen games costed by shield bodies, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah, very important games as well. There's 1 minute remaining until the last power will spawn on the map. About 30 frags the difference now. It's just not going to happen, is it, for the Czechs?
No, it doesn't look like it. And it
2 minutes.
seems like we've got the action that we expected. They seem to be back.
Back in action, one might
Yeah,
say.
exactly. And this is the kind of play we know they're capable of, and we've finally started seeing it in the previous map and this map.
So, Dash picking up a nice little stack here, 20 seconds before the quad. He's in position, he's got some good weapons to defend it and then run with it. Dash could be the man to do it here. How close he was to his grenades, you kind of get the impression he might be zoomed in a little bit as he's railing. 5 seconds to go. No real attack from the Czechs here. If they do, they're going to take a lot of damage. Whoa, whoa, look at that.
A late surge, it sees Dash killed on the spot, but doesn't
Got 2
give them
kills
the
out of
quad.
it still. And, yeah, they miss out on the quad damage.
I don't think even with that pickup though they had any chance. I mean, 30 frags for difference. You weren't going to get 30 frags with that final quad.
No, usually under 4 frags on the quad runs on this map anyway. So you're going to need a lot of conversions. But it's not like they played that badly, the Czechs, on this map. They've just, in certain key moments, the action players have been more aggressive.
Yeah, they've had the more successful quad runs as well. ZLC in particular.
See ZLC, I mean, ZLC's been excellent. You've been watching.
So yeah, he's coming up on 9k damage with 10 seconds to go. Top damage on his team, him and Viam have really put in a performance when it counted, deciding the map or the game they had to win. And look at that, 29 net for Viam, 9k damage for ZLC.
Oh, could
Very impressive.
The return of a dominant action in this tournament. Could this be aCtion's start of something great, maybe? Maybe aCtion
Hopefully.
can take this tournament.
Perhaps.
Puts into context the first week win as well.